All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol Nndm, Nano Dimensions. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all my first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to my channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all my subscribers, welcome back. And let's jump into this chart. So, Nano Dimensions had a run today. It broke through the resistance, which was probably one of the most important points to break through. Broke through the 50-day moving average, and it leveled off almost at a 50% recovery from this drop. I mean, almost or slightly actually above 50% of recovery from this drop. And here we are sitting at 516, and before the drop, it was at basically $6. $5.99 it says here, but just to round it up, $6. It's going to be very important for the bulls to go ahead and break through this point in the near term. So I want every single investor to keep that in mind. $6 needs to be broken through. $5.99, $6 give or take, needs to be broken through to reach new highs and pull away to new resistance levels. That's probably one of the most important points. I mean, it got rejected there, and it got rejected last time there. What's interesting is that they let it happen again. The rejection happened once again. So there's something about the $6 mark that it just can't break through it and hold up above it. Now, could it hold up above it in the future? I believe it can. But the bulls need to pull through strong, and with more stocks available and shares available, outstanding, I believe that it can actually end up being valued slightly above the $6 mark if the bulls hold themselves up. Now, they've done a great job to bring this back up to where it's at and above the 50-day moving average. Now the question is, could they hold up to it? So this is a very narrow stretch here that we're about to look at, because the bulls mainly dominated the day today and the bears barely did anything but stop this from continuing to run and just level off. So let's look at this here closely. Let's see here, the highest point of the day and then one of the lowest points in that sideways movement. So it was actually touched more than once, that lowest point. Let's go ahead and get that real close there. Now, the lowest point before this continued to run and get above the 50-day moving average was down here at this point at 438. I'd write that down. That's probably a very important support level before getting to the lowest point that this reached down here at the 403, 404 mark. And that point right there will let you know how far is it getting from the 50-day moving average and how close is it getting to newer lows. So very important number to keep in mind for the next coming days, according to the volatility of where this stock is heading. Now, we're currently at 516, and the 50-day moving average is 491. I'd write that down. Super important number. As long as we're above it, bulls are in control. The moment we're below it, the bears are in control. For the bulls to continue this run, they need to break through this resistance. I want to emphasize that because this 50-day moving average could catch up to the price. Now, this price right here, where it is at right now, our resistance, is significant because it's the highest point reached in this recovery as well. It's not just a resistance level, but the highest point reached. So that needs to be broken through to continue this momentum and continue this recovery in the upward direction. So the bulls need to break through 530, turn that into a support, and from that point forward, break away from it, reach newer highs and new resistance levels. Now, on the other hand, we have what the bears want, and the bears are trying to level this off to start to bring this one down and get closer to the 50-day moving average, and that's our support level here at 511. Now, if 511 gets broken through, we're still in bullish territory between 511 and our 50-day moving average of 491. So you have that small window there of about 20 cents to pay close attention to how the stock's reacting. How quickly is it moving to newer lows? Or are the bulls trying to reappear and bring this one back up? So 511, I emphasize, pay close attention to how the stock's reacting. How quickly is it moving to newer lows? And also, if the bulls reappear, keep in mind that the bulls still need to break through 530, turn that into a support, and pull away from it to reach newer highs and new resistance levels. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. And don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money. At the end of this video, there's going to be a pop-up video, and in that video, I will be discussing about the S&P 500 index and how it's been rising several points on scheduled dates. As you see here on the graph, these circles are the dates that the pumps have happened, and I use them as examples to show you guys how much the stocks have risen and the S&P 500 index rose on those dates. And the reason why it's rising is due to the fact that the Federal Reserve is pumping the markets. On these dates, the charts and the dates speak for themselves, as we can see it here. And I break it down into more detail in the video. But just to summarize it, on these dates, the S&P 500 rises, and there's individual ticker symbols rising up with it. Anywhere from 30 cents to $3 per share. I know it may not seem like a lot, but per share that does add up, and these individual ticker symbols are giving you back profits. These are profits, and like I always say, profits are profits. Whether it's $1 put into the market and you get back $2, you've put in an initial investment and you got back more than what you started with. That's what it's all about. And also in the video, I go into further detail showing you guys these dates and showing you how much it rose. Like, for example, this was one of the last pump dates, and the lowest point that it reached was down here at 35.11, and the highest point reached was 35.57. That's like a 40-point jump. And here we're seeing the same thing. It went down to 35.88, and it rose up to about, I'd say, let's see, this is all still in the same day. It rose up to about a total amount of 36.23. When you do the math, that's almost a 40 to 50 point jump, and there's individual ticker symbols rising up with this. Now, I'm not there to guarantee you profits. I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything in particular. I'm just here to inform every single investor on the great news, on the opportunity to maximize profits and minimize losses. You have to do your due diligence and research, but these charts and the dates speak for themselves. I mean, this was probably one of the largest jumps that I've seen in the last couple of pumps, and it was down here at 33.02, and it rose up to about 33.88. That was an 80-point jump. There was probably ticker symbols rising up more than $3 per share on those dates. And even on these dates, there's individual ticker symbols rising more than $3 per share. Check it out, see for yourselves, and my best advice is look for ticker symbols that may be resembling the behavior of the S&P 500 index, and you'll be able to go ahead and give it a shot. Check it out. Again, I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything in particular. I'm not there to guarantee you profits. I'm just here to go ahead and share the information along with every single viewer and investor. The video should be popping up soon. If you haven't seen it already, pop up. There is the link down below in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.